Alright, so we're back. And I inadvertently stopped my recording, so it will not let me pick up and continue, so we had to do a part 2. So here we are, back at the air handler. La 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 la. We've been through all the this, that, and the other. And so here we are, we got the big hole that we had to cut. And when we cut this hole, it was quite amazing because the AC literally roared to life. It made a noise, a wondrous sound that we had not yet heard at that point. But again, so we cut this hole open, and under here, come on, baby, come on, let's show the nice people what we got under here. Oh, look at that! It's amazing. This, now that piece that's right there, that's down there, that is the piece that fell out when we cut into it. But as you see, the system was being fed by the floor ductwork. I've never heard of that. I've never seen that. The gentleman of building and zoning, he'd never seen it. And apparently from who I was speaking with, when I went down there, I told him I forgot to get his name, but I said I had a problem with an HVAC system, and he was the gentleman that they pointed me to. When I showed him a lot of stuff, he was quite surprised. But again, so apparently it would seem that the air handler should have been flipped upside down, and y'all should have left my ceiling return intact and everything else, but for some reason you felt the need to shove ductwork into my attic. That is inefficient and is not doing anything. So I find it hard to believe that you can do an AC job, replace ductwork above, or let's change that. Replace the ductwork below and install ductwork above, a whole new installation of ductwork, and this whole job was under $5,000. I have every hard time believing that. I spent 10 years in residential and commercial property management, and I don't buy that. From a contractor point of view, no, I don't see how you would have done 2 sets of ductwork and everything else for $5,000, less than $5,000. So I truly believe that was done to avoid mandatory inspection. And with that being involved, please note that this was done when Miss Mary Brown owned the house. She's 81 years old. She would not know any better as to why people were crawling around up in the attic, where I believe most people probably would have said something really quick about it. But anyhow, so you look at all this, and this is all beautiful. Here, I'm looking at my light here real quick, because again, I want you guys to see this, because it's beautiful. It really is. So see all that yellow up in there? From what they were telling me is I shouldn't see any of that at all. And then to top it off, the fact that this thing is leaking like a sieve on the side from the cold air, and it's building up moisture. See all that lovely mold on my wall? Isn't that just beautiful? And this big box with all this crap tape wrapped around it and everything else is just sucking it right into the house and taking it around for everybody else, to breathe in and everything else. It's a beautiful thing. And we have the same thing over here. Here, we'll get back to that beautiful wiring in just a second. But, yeah, I mean, really? So, all nice there. All that lovely mold. Look at that, it's beautiful. And we come in here, and then, the hell is that? I see wires that have not been connected, and since they're not connected to anything, they've not been capped. I'm not quite sure what's what and everything else, but I'm sure y'all do because you're the ones who installed it. So anyhow, so this is where we stand, gentlemen. This was the job that was done to an 81-year-old widower who has no local family. All of her kids lived out of state. So he replaced her ductwork underneath, installed ductwork above that didn't need to be there. House is 82 degrees all the time, and we're over it. So you need to come fix your stuff, or we're going to, as I said, I will use or exhaust every single avenue of recourse that I can find. That's all I've got to say. We are just sick and tired of this. So do what you feel that you need to do, and we're going to do exactly what we feel that we need to do. But at this point, from what I've been told from building and zoning, ball's in your court. I have to give you the opportunity to correct this, which definitely tells me that I have something against you to get this fixed if I have to give you first shot at it. Ball's in your court. Thank you.